right back at it. We're right back at it on the appropriate studio. A
Jump
lot of
right back in. Yeah.
confusion on my behalf, but I was confused by the G's in the building. It turns out I did send the right link earlier in the week,
but you didn't go to.
Then I got a message from, I won't say which one of them, but one of these guys saying, "Did you send the right link?"
That was me. Myself. I don't have a problem. Yeah, I said it because I was sitting in here for like 10 minutes and didn't nobody come. Yeah.
But the again was the wrong link because I already previously sent the right link. So now we're in the right space.
And we were
on the Turkey Day.
Hey man,
Turkey Day talk and tradition, memories, and favorites. So
we're happy to be here.
I'll start. I do have fond Thanksgiving memories. Thanksgiving is actually is my favorite holiday. I enjoy it more than Christmas, man. I do. The family and the togetherness is great. But I started a tradition with my friends back in 2014 where we would go out the day before Thanksgiving.
Let me ask a question real quick. Rory, did Steven just hijack the show?
I did. I took it from you. I just took it right from you, Doc. I thought we was going.
Is there a hijack meme or something like this?
Yeah.
Grab the mic.
You gotta do it. You gotta have a Debo. You gotta have a Debo game or something like that. Yeah.
I got something for us as we appreciate this Thanksgiving. Stick to your script, Steven.
Okay. I thought this was an open script day. I thought we was keeping it.
It is once we get officially started.
Okay, my bad.
Just
we're trying to let nobody's really joined us in the room yet. I mean, Jaime maybe jumped on not caring about Thanksgiving, thought we was great to talk about the 2-minute warning. But nah, man. So here we are, Thanksgiving Day. I'm thankful for a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about what we're thankful for, the traditions that your families have, one of your favorite Thanksgivings that you've experienced. I mean, just different stuff. So we'll go ahead and first, Steven, before you get into your Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving traditions, I want to know, you said it's tradition about this tradition you have of going out the night before.
Yes, sir.
Thanksgiving. When did this start and what did you do last night?
So this started from my group. It started back in 2014. I started hanging out with a big group of people, and a lot of people are transplants, not from the DMV area, and they're people who wouldn't necessarily always go home for every holiday. So a lot of time, and specifically in 2014, I had a lot of friends who weren't going to eat dinner or anything like that. And I was just thinking, man, we should go out the night before. And it ended up being a lot of fun and something that we just started doing every year. But last night I was actually in Tate's neighborhood. I went out to Society Hookah Bar.
That's right on 301, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I went there. They do karaoke on Wednesdays. So I've been to that. I've been to that with my friend, but I had told my friend, I was like, yo, let's go out. And she was like, I'm already going out. Everybody go out that night. So had a good time, man. Did karaoke. A couple people.
Everybody don't go out. And
it was packed, man. It was packed, man.
When you say everybody, like it was packed.
No, she said that. She said that. I was like, I'm going out. She was like, yeah, everybody go out. It's a big going out night. I'm like, oh, okay.
She's probably younger than you. Like me and Rory had no plans of going out. and did you, Rory? Don't get fined.
I didn't go out. You go out?
I didn't go out. I was sitting here watching Kevin Hart Netflix stand up with my family and watched one of the Allen Iverson documentaries and just sat around talking about the prayers out to the National Guardsmen that were shot here in DC. So when you said you went out last night, I bet it was probably hectic out in DC last night, but you came out this way.
Yeah, I wasn't in DC, so I bet it was crazy. But it was packed. It was for the day before a holiday.
Is your friend younger than you?
3 years younger than me.
Well, that's a big difference, man.
We in the same.
Give yourself a point, Kev. Give yourself a point.
I mean, at this stage of my life, that's not that big of a gap. We in the same age.
It's not a big of a gap, but she's not older than you.
No, she's not. She's not. But
you probably were the oldest guy in the group, I bet.
No. There were several guys your age out last night. It's a hookah lounge. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand hookah. I've been to hookah. I used to go to hookah lounge all the time. We've
been a hookah lounge back in the day.
Adams Morgan, right? Back in the day.
I did. Nah, but this is real cool vibe. It's, it's karaoke. So I did karaoke with my friend. I did a song myself.
What song did you do?
I did. Me and my friend Ange did "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. And then I did Mary Jane by Rick James.
We got a $2 super chat from Damian Tate, who happens to be celebrating Thanksgiving with me because that's my brother.
What up, Damian?
What's up, D? What's up, D?
Yeah, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
He's in Maryland.
Yeah, he here. He
cool,
either in his car. If you know Damian, you can imagine he's in his car, or he's downstairs. I'm in my podcast room, which is moonlighting as my nephew's room. I had to put DJ out, Rory, because I need to do my podcast.
To Damian, let me say, hey.
Thanks for the $1.99 super chat, man. I appreciate it. But Steven, so you did the Backstreet Boys song?
I did the Backstreet Boys song, and I did Mary Jane by Rick James.
Oh, that's more like my speed.
Yeah. So,
Boys, I can't say I can name any of their songs.
To be honest, the Backstreet Boys song was more popular. People were really feeling it
because people were more younger than you.
Yeah, people were like my age. So they. But no, it was fun. It was just fun. They played good music.
With that being said, just a random question because it came up. Who's the shout out? Jaime joined us in the right room. Jaime, thanks for
coming over, man.
Yeah, because we were definitely in the wrong room. But Jaime, there will be that 2-minute drill, 2-minute warning on Sunday after the Buffalo game. We'll get that fixed and taken care of. But yeah, man. So as we were saying, you did the. My question was just to piggyback off of that. So the Backstreet Boys, who's the best boy band of all time?
NSYNC.
Rory?
I would say first the Jackson 5.
They kind of were one of the original.
I don't know if they qualify.
Why would they?
Because would you call the Jackson's 5 music pop? I wouldn't call their music pop.
I said best boy band. I said nothing about.
But boy band. I feel like to qualify as a boy band because I wouldn't call the Temptations a boy band. You know what I'm saying?
They weren't boys though. They were men.
Yeah, they were men.
They were young when they.
But they weren't boys. The best boy band of all time by far is New Edition.
I would put them as number 2, and then Boys to Men.
I would see New Edition. New Edition qualifies in my opinion. Yes, because a lot of their music was pop. Yeah.
They wasn't because it's pop, because they were boys. Well, they started like about 11, 12 years old.
We're going with boy band.
So would you call Boys to Men when they came? They were young, man. When they came out, would you call them a boy band? But no, they was, they was entering early.
They were high schoolers.
They were, but they weren't singing. They weren't singing young man songs. Them songs were real. Those were real R&B soul songs.
Later on.
But I think you're just trying to make boy band pop.
I guess that's how I've always seen it. That's why I pick NSYNC because it's like they don't sing. I'm not saying that NSYNC's better than Boys to Men. I'm saying Boys to Men doesn't qualify as a boy band to me. That's how
I first heard Motown Philly was right after I graduated high school, which was summer 1991. And I think they're like my age or a year older than me.
They had just graduated high school. That's
That's why the whole Motown Philly is in a high school setting on the video.
Yeah. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. I mean, they were in school. They were a boy band. They were a boy band.
Yeah, but they're a little on the older side. They're like 12th grade. We talking about New Edition is like
Yeah, New Edition were actually
like
actually
New
kids.
Edition,
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block, they were like kids when they came out.
The Jackson 5 certainly qualifies.
Yeah, they were kids. I just can't. I feel like the Jackson 5 are in their own. They're in their own category.
Damian Tate says New Edition. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
New Edition is a good pick. I still pick NSYNC. I stand on business.
You weren't even born when New Edition was dropping hits.
Not even close. Nah, I mean, they had music. They had new music out while I was alive, you know. But because like their last album, the last album came out while I was alive. But like they were almost.
You hear that, Rory? He talking about New Edition. Last album came out while I was alive. I mean,
like I was born. Is what I mean to say. I think it came out like 87 or 88, something like that, right?
He knows him,
no,
that's what counts.
Like,
he knows him.
Like
he knows
90,
him.
It was like
that's
91 or 92, right? The one that the last time that they were all really together and they had new music out.
That was 88. That was the Any Heartbreak album.
With Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill took over for Bobby Brown, right? Yeah.
Who's a legend.
Yes, absolutely.
Rory Bobby Brown, a legend?
No, he's a jerk. He destroyed my Whitney.
Wow.
He destroyed my Whitney, man. He destroyed my Whitney.
Hey, man.
Stop it, Rory. No.
I've heard a lot of stuff like that.
You need to get educated, man.
Yeah.
Now we know the truth, and that's not true. It's actually the other way around, man.
No.
I heard
Bobby was devoted and in love with Whitney, man. He would have done whatever she wanted him to do.
Can we mute Bobby out?
Bobby was wild. But Bobby did not drag Whitney down. That is not true.
You get to rewrite the history when the
I'm
other
not
person
rewriting.
No longer around.
No one's rewriting the history, Rory. It's the truth.
The truth is not the truth.
I'm going to ask AI a question.
Don't ask AI. It's destroy water.
Yeah, my man said, let me destroy 10 years worth of water real quick.
There you go, man.
Okay.
There it is.
But New Edition's first music, Steve, was like 82, 83. The Candy Girl and Popcorn Love and all that. So you were not even.
He was an egg.
You were just not even a sparkle in your daddy's eye yet.
Not even.
He was an egg though. He was an egg. He was around.
But you wasn't that far. Was you like 85, 84,
86. So I mean, if we want to say that any band with young men that is a boy band, then it would have been the first ones that I would have ever heard would be New Edition and New Kids on the Block.
Jaime. And see, I appreciate and respect OGs, man. Jaime's an OG. Rory is an OG. Steven, this whole NSYNC, New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys.
Bro, I'm MTV era. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like,
we started the MTV era. Let's get back on Thanksgiving. So how'd you wrap up last night?
We just actually one of my homies, the man, Brian Celsius, the dude I told you about before. He's a DJ, internet personality, or whatever. He came through. Me and him chopped it up, and then I rolled out. Went home. I went home about 12. You know what I mean? I left the bar. At like 12. I don't know what time I actually got home. So
what'd you do between the bar and home? That's the interesting part after 2 a.m.
Other stuff happened. And then I got home.
Did you I don't know. Did you?
I went to see another associate of mine, a female associate.
Okay.
And then I went home. But it was a very fun, like I said, it's a tradition for me and my friends. So it was nice to keep
since 2014. So this is
2014,
like year 11
of me. I've gone out every year, except for COVID year. We didn't go out that year, but yeah.
Rory, man, you pick. What's one of your favorite Thanksgiving memories or traditions? You go first on this question. Yeah, don't get fined. I appreciate you push mute because I always push mute and I always get fined.
All right, so I'm going to say that I have quite a few great Thanksgiving Day memories. So I'm gonna just go to the Ohio era. You know what I'm saying? Because I could go to the Jersey. That's ancient history. You know, go to Maryland. That's ancient history. But I would say definitely my first great Thanksgiving was first year in college, 1991. I was a broke college student, couldn't afford to go home, and my roommate was like, "Hey, come to Calvin County, Maryland." And I was like, "I guess that's all I got." And I went, had a great time, had my first taste of sweet potato biscuits. Yum.
Sweet potato biscuits?
Sweet potato biscuits. That was
fantastic. I've never had that. It sounds good, though.
Man, you're missing out. You're missing out. I'll make you some one day. That was my first. And then I'll jump from the Maryland to the Ohio era. Kind of similar thing, dating a certain person. She's like, "Hey, I'm going home for Thanksgiving, Lima." I was like, "Hey, let me go to Lima. That was another great Thanksgiving. I mean, get memories out the yin yang, with meeting your whole.
What year was that? Did you remember the year?
That would have been 2000, wouldn't it? 2000.
Yeah, I think I first met you around 99.
Mm-hmm. The summer of 99. Maybe it was summer of 99.
Yeah, it was 99.
It was 2000. You sure it was in 2000?
I feel like it was 99. Could have been 2000.
I think it was 2000, maybe. I think it was 2000. But anyway, that Thanksgiving was fantastic. I mean, I'd met you guys all in the summertime, of course. But then getting to have the Thanksgiving, to jump from house to house in Lima, go from one house to another house to another house. My goodness, having eaten Kewpies, out the yin yang, go Kewpie runs.
Hey, people still there to do that. Like when we go home, you go get a Kewpie. Like sometimes I stop at Kewpie because when you come in
Mm-hmm.
on 117, and there's a Kewpie at Eastgate out there because there's 3 or 4 restaurants. And if you don't know Kewpie Restaurant in Lima, Ohio, Dave Thomas, the proprietor, CEO, and owner of Wendy's,
stole the idea.
Stole the idea, moved to Columbus, started Wendy's. So Wendy's whole theme of how the burger is cooked,
fresh,
the chili, the malt, all that stuff.
The frosty.
The frosty, yeah. He stole from Kewpie
Square hamburgers.
Lima, Ohio.
Stolen. Everything's stolen. Except the Kewpie doll. Kewpie doll.
That's why he named it after his daughter. That's why you got a Wendy's looking doll up there, because he wasn't gonna put a naked baby doll like Kewpie. I don't know what that's about. But
it works.
It works. Yeah, it works.
But yeah, that was a great Thanksgiving for me. I mean, just meeting all your family, just going on Ola, staying your aunts and everything. It was fantastic, and that was a good one. That was one of my best, for sure.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving has always been my favorite holiday. Mainly in part because I feel like, like you stated, Roy, I'm going back earlier than you even were ever around back then. Like we always got together. We go to Graham's house. Everybody would come, bring something. I always just get mad how my Uncle Eddie, R.I.P. Uncle Eddie, we miss you, love you, would be, because he's my grandmother's baby boy, my mom's younger brother. He's always able to come and get into the food before anybody else. Like he just taste testing everything. I was like, why he get to eat it? We all here waiting on it every year. Like by the time we eating, he dipping out because he already done ate. he was always a busybody. He was one of those people that couldn't sit still, like through, we're gonna hang out at the house Thanksgiving. He would come and go and eat and go and come back later and see what's going on and go out again, But that was how he rolled, how he lived, you know what I mean? But I always hated how I was a hater. I was like, why am I mad? Because he gets his way with his mom and can get in stuff and sample enough to fill him up so he can come back and eat again later before we even start eating. But traditions of getting up and football is on, like still that's the NFL tradition, Detroit Lions. Back in them days, you didn't care about the Lions game at all. They weren't good.
No, they just
when they got Barry Sanders, you would pay attention because Barry Sanders was a beast.
Yeah.
But my early Thanksgivings are going back earlier than that. The Lions just sucked.
Well, I mean, not in 1997. Remember that Barry game? Oh my goodness! That Barry game. Oh my! How many scored? Was it 3 touchdowns he scored?
I don't know, but I remember the Randy Moss game against the Dallas Cowboys.
Every time he touched the ball, it was a touchdown.
I mean, I don't understand how we had to bring up ancient history like that. That's so lame.
That was better than his game. That will never be seen again. That will never be seen again.
I'll just say this.
Ball is like touchdown.
I'll just
Randy
say
Moss, just throw to Randy.
The Cowboys are quite grateful for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. We love that donation of George Pickens that you gave to us because it feels like we're getting redemption for not drafting Randy Moss. That's what every time he go up in the air and Moss somebody, a part of the Moss memories die for me because it's
So Damien is saying he said female associate, laugh out loud.
So
Damien says sweet potato biscuits. Good Lord, that sounds good.
It is good.
Damien, I've never had the person who was hanging out with me texted me with the same thing. LOL at female associate. The one who,
Damien said we supported Dave last night.
Did you go to Dave's? Wendy's? You went to Wendy's?
Oh, we did. Yeah, Joker got hungry like at 11:30 at night and made a Wendy's run. Like
there you go, man. He's like
it's only Wendy's. It's only Wendy's and Taco Bell that's open late. So
well, McDonald's was open, and they actually built a new shopping center like right outside my subdivision. Like it's a McDonald's there now. It just happened to close at midnight or 11:30. He was just late because he asked about 11:20. Anything open? He looked at McDonald's open to 11 because it just opened about November, the beginning of this month. It ain't been open that long.
Oh wow.
But yeah, so they're Stephen right here, 2 blocks from my house. I want to go outside subdivision on the Billingsley side. They've built. It's going to be a Weiss grocery store. It's going to be a Chipotle over there, Wendy's, a couple different shopping centers. What's the name of the breakfast spot? The Farmhouse.
Oh,
Farmhouse. I mean, so yeah, they put some stuff right over there. I can walk to it if I want. I'll probably never walk over there because
it's they opening a farmhouse over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's really coming along. I imagine stuff should be up by the new year. Yeah. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving, great one. Shout out, great one. Thanks for tapping in. How long have the Cowboys been doing the Thanksgiving games? Ooh, that's a good question.
Man, I don't know. Since I've been in this country,
I think since the beginning, since they started playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, since I've been in this country, it's always been the Cowboys for sure. Detroit
and the Lions.
For sure.
Yeah, it was always Cowboys and the Lions. Yeah,
those are the big ones. But Tampa Bay's been pulled in a couple times. Tampa Bay's been there a bit. The Bears have been in quite a few Thanksgiving days.
Oh, because the Bears and Tampa Bay used to always play the Lions in that division. Mm-hmm. It was the NFC Central back then. So
yeah, so I'm just saying that's why I remember those games and those.
I know I've read a couple places. Fun fact: there's an expectation that the Cowboys Chiefs game might break the record for regular season viewership.
Well, this season, these 3 games are going to be freaking.
I mean, these are huge games.
These aren't just throwaway games. These aren't
No, every single game has playoff.
Every game counts. Yeah. This is amazing.
The first game, whoever wins is probably might. I don't know. I don't have any faith in the Bears. I think who wins this game.
So,
the winner. The Bears have been winning.
But I think who wins. I think whoever wins this Lions game is who's going to win that division. That's who's going to win the North.
The first Thanksgiving game goes back to 1934.
Wow.
So
it wasn't the Cowboys.
There you go. That was a pond.
Yeah, no, they didn't
use up a pond on that one. That's a pond of water gone forever. Good job, Kev. Good job. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next? Let's go for another pond.
Another pond?
Yeah, AI. He's about water. What's another? Let me hear another one.
I mute my mic so you don't hear it. We talking AI. Jaime says, "Hey Tate, to show us your age, remember Billy? Come on, man. Do I remember Billy Sims and garbage Eric Hipple? Of course I do. Do I remember Wayne Fonts being the coach? But yeah, Billy Sims was like that, man. Billy Sims won a Heisman, didn't he?
He did. Oh, was it Oklahoma?
No. Oklahoma, yeah.
Okay. Look at me. I'm not even from this country. I know stuff about the old games. Look at that.
Like everybody in Europe.
Was that?
Were fascinated by the great American sport.
No, I wasn't.
Football.
I wasn't. I remember that the America Bowl when it came to play at Wembley. I don't remember the other team that was playing. I really didn't. I think Steven said it was the Cowboys. Maybe I don't know. I just know their helmets weren't that good. I didn't like their helmets. I liked the Rams helmets. That was nice. That caught my attention. The other ones, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Some stupid star or something. I don't know. Who knows? I don't remember.
In 1986, we talked about this the other day. In 86, Chicago defeated Dallas in the American Bowl. Then in 87, the Rams beat Denver. So you didn't actually go to the first American Bowl. You went to the second American Bowl.
Denver, okay. So
and those Denver Bronco helmets back then were fire. I
don't think fire.
With the D and the Bronco in it. I mean, that was so cool. They had this one a few weeks ago.
The Bucs uniforms back then were awful. The Bucs and the Patriots had terrible.
See, that's what I'm saying is which helmet stood out to me in that game. And it was the Rams. Yeah, it was the Rams. I had to say the color.
I gotta check Steven. The Bucs creamsicle uniforms, the Patriots with the Patriot on the side of the helmet with the red jerseys.
Those were whack, man.
Some of the best uniforms ever, along with the Houston Oilers uniforms. Those are what you call classics.
You like the Minuteman Patriots uniform? Those
you like them. I love when they wear them. They wore them against the Steelers this year. They
lost. I can't. Not yet.
I like the
the Bucs with the Cavalier on the helmet. Nah, that was bad.
See, that's because you young. Them uniforms was getting faced. So to you, they're like throwbacks. No consequence.
It's not throwback because my middle school, the Cavalier, it was the same. It was the same thing. We had the same mascot. So like it was lame. It was lame to me when it was my mascot in middle school. I was like, "What? We're a pirate? Like, what is this?" Like.
But you overlooking the creamsicle. You overlooking the Bucs drafting Doug Williams out of Grambling University, a black quarterback in the first round in 1977.
Down there. You have to remember the Bucs were terrible when I was a kid. They were not good. They had those uniforms and they were awful.
Was it Vinny stuck in it? Who was stuck it down there for a little while? Was it Vinny Testaverde? Was he?
Testaverde played down there. Doug Williams took him to the NFC Championship game in his third season.
But they didn't.
That was before you were born, young Steve.
They didn't start winning until like Trent Dilfer.
Kevin just said he went to the NFC.
Did you hear me say they went to the NFC Championship game before you were born?
I heard it, Kev. I heard it.
But I know who Doug Williams is. Doug Williams got a Super Bowl win. So like,
yes.
Not because you watched it and remember watching it.
No, I was not alive.
You were alive. That was 87. You were clearly alive.
Okay, I was okay.
But you don't remember watching.
I thought that was 85.
I was 87. Yeah. Joe Theismann won 82.
Well, to give Kev, to give Steven some props. You remember that Tony Romo game in Thanksgiving? Wasn't there a Tony Romo game? I remember like he scored like five tutties or something like that. It was Tony Romo for sure.
Tony Romo went ham a couple times on Thanksgiving.
He did. I think those Cowboys won a Thanksgiving Day game, and Tony Romo went off. I forgot the game. He close. I could be wrong, but I remember 5 touchdowns for Tony. I remember like there was a Peyton Manning.
So
6 touchdowns.
I don't
went off one game.
Steven, weren't they an expansion team at the time?
Oh, let's put it back up. Go ahead.
The Bucs. Who are we talking about?
The Bucs were an early expansion team.
They
back
won
in
the first.
70s.
Back in the day.
Then I believe after the Bucs, the next one wasn't until you got the Panthers and Jacksonville Jaguars.
And I remember how bad both of those teams were when they first came.
Actually, the Carolina Panthers went to the Super Bowl pretty quick with Kenny Collins, or the NFC Championship game.
Didn't both teams like 2 years later get to the championship game? They both lost, but it was weird how quick they turned around. But they were terrible those first couple years.
That was because of the new franchise draft where every team only protects a certain amount of players. Expansion draft. Like that recently happened to our nephew. He played for the Savannah Bananas, and they had an expansion draft because they had a couple new teams. He got selected first from the Bananas to play for the Indianapolis Clowns. Shout out to Flash the Kid, Malachi Mitchell. Did play for Savannah Bananas, but obviously the team picks you. They think you're the best player on the board for them. He went first to them, at least first in the expansion draft. Because he's a speed guy, gets on base, steals bases. It's exciting too. I mean, he's like one of the more popular.
Do any of those other teams in that league have kind of the draw? Like do they have the kind of juice that the Bananas have, or is it?
I don't think yet, but that's what you do when you're building. I mean,
yeah,
you got to hit on it. No Diddy. I mean, the WNBA finally hit with Caitlin Clark, not because they didn't have superstars.
You got to stop doing the no Diddy, man.
Nah, man, that's what we do around here. As a matter of fact, if you say something else, Steven, you get the official no Diddy.
No Diddy.
You got to chill.
Yeah, I mean, the big pause. But nah, man, let's go ahead and finish up. Hey, Jaime, share. You're here. Damien, Jaime, and Damien, a great one. Share your favorite Thanksgiving food. Like, I give you two food. What can Thanksgiving not be without in your book, Steven?
Fried turkey. I gotta have, and it's the fried turkey, a nice one, like just recently come out the grease, rested for a nice juicy fried turkey. You don't even need no gravy or nothing, and with the proper accoutrements. But I need that fried turkey. That's what I'm dreaming about right now. That's what I want.
Are you what are you doing today?
My uncle's cooking. We'll go over to his house. I'll watch the Cowboys game over there, and then I'm gonna go hang out with my cousins.
Okay, so your cousins aren't invited to your guys' uncle's house?
There's a bigger Thanksgiving thing. There's a bigger thing at another cousin's house, and my uncle doesn't. My uncle's getting a little bit older. He doesn't like to, he don't like to move around that much, especially during hibernation season. So,
right.
We're gonna go eat with him, and then I'm gonna hang with my cousins. My cousin's my age, so yeah.
Okay. So you just turkey night. Give me one side.
One side. Oh, I'm a big fan of the oyster stuffing.
Oh, that's one of my.
The oyster stuffing is the mine. That's my uncle's that's his specialty dish. He be hooking the oyster stuffing up. He put 2 pints of oysters in his. The way he fry up the oysters before he does the stuffing is real good. He'd use butter, garlic, and everything. Well, fresh butter. I mean, fresh garlic. A little bit of bacon and stuff.
You said it sounds great. You said, and what's some of the best stuffing? Probably your still coworker, one of my old coworkers, Vincent. His mom makes some great oyster dressing, I call it. And with that being said, I don't get as much because only myself, my grandmother, my grandma's sister used to like it. Nobody else ate it but us. But my grandmother would make it every Thanksgiving, and I would love it. And as an adult, she's been passed away 21 years ago yesterday. And, I don't get it that much anymore. I tried. My wife made it one year. I've got it, but it's not the same. I can't recreate it, so I don't try it as much. But I love oyster dressing. You call it oyster stuffing. My question is, what's the difference between dressing and stuffing in you guys' opinion?
Nothing. It's just the Midwest versus East Coast.
Is it Midwest versus East Coast?
Mm-hmm. That's what I think. That's what I knew.
I question, was it a cultural thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
black
know.
Black versus white. I mean, I don't know either. I'm just asking what you guys think.
I don't think it's that, because I've definitely heard black people call it dressing before. I think it definitely is like a regional vernacular. It's just it's whether it's between soda or pop, that type of thing. I think it's everybody in my family calls it stuffing.
I think it was it in the bird, not in the bird. I think that's probably the derivation.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Was it in the bird?
I think I've heard that before. That's the best one anybody loved me, because a friend on Facebook asked that question one day this week, and I didn't have an answer. I said I thought it was more of a cultural choice. But yeah, I mean, because I call it dressing. But
I
make a pan of dressing is not stuffed in the bird.
Yeah, I've made turkeys before. I've never done the dressing in the bird, even as a.
But that's why it's called stuffing.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
I heard it was bad to do that because of some bacteria or something.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
if there was some inside the bird, if there's some salmonella, if it wasn't cooked, the bird's a big bird, and
the stuffing can make it.
Yes, it's festering inside there, but I mean, I don't think people do it anymore. But that used to be a norm. Just that stuff and just getting all the juice, the drippings.
Do you guys know Jaime's Puerto Rican dish? What that is? I don't speak Spanish.
No. Arroz y gondolas.
I like Puerto Rican food. I get it every time I'm down in Florida. Like the Cuban sandwich. That's not Puerto Rican, but Cubans. Oh, Damien says stuffing is a cheap box. I guess
But the wife said that. His wife said that. She's probably right.
Homemade with love and has actual chicken in it to his wife. His wife can cook, you know. But Jaime says mom's not the same when family members make it. Oh yeah, mom stuff is typically always better. My mom makes this. Well, Roy, what two things you can't go out on Thanksgiving? Let me not get sidetracked.
I mean, you don't count the turkey, do you?
I wasn't. That's kind of like an easy one, but he did specify fried turkey.
Yeah, but I wouldn't count the turkey's a given, right? The turkey's a given.
Okay. So,
me, I'm gonna say the things that I need on that plate are stuffing.
Two things that you can't take. Maybe it's gonna be one of mine.
Right,
Your two, then my two. Then we can talk about whatever else.
All right. So I'm gonna say turkey / stuffing for sure.
Okay.
And I like
stuffing, not dressing.
I mean, you want to call it what you want to call it.
Do you like it out the bird? Do you like it in a pan where you?
I like mine made in the pan. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I make it pretty good. I make it pretty good. I stole this recipe from someone, but
I got a recipe from my sister-in-law. Shout out Donette, and I've been making it for about 5 or 6 years now.
Cornbread stuffing. So I make the jiffy
cornbread.
Mix.
That's what I make.
I make a jiffy mix, and then I put a whole heap of butter in that sucker, right? Then I put some onions, some sauteed onions, and some sauteed peppers, and then the poultry seasoning. Just a lot of poultry seasoning on that bad boy. Just mix it in, and then put it back in the oven and cook it again. That makes the most amazing cornbread stuff.
So my recipe calls for the cornbread mix, then diced up celery and onions and bell pepper.
Okay, so
with chicken broth and cream of chicken soup. Mix it all up, smooth it out. Here, look.
So it's very similar recipe, but except mine gets a lot of poultry seasoning, butter.
Here goes.
Oh, cat's going crazy. Cat's going crazy.
Here goes mine.
Anytime we're live, he thinks it's time for him to get attention.
Okay, I see. It's a big pan right there.
Yeah, I made two. Hold on, it's gonna replay itself. That's my cabbage I made yesterday.
Oh wow, that looks good.
Sausage in it.
Look at you.
And then there goes my dressing.
This is too bright.
Big pans. Two big.
Yeah.
Pans. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's everything I just said: the cream of chicken soup, the broth, chicken broth, peppers, bell peppers, onions, and celery.
Get the celery out of here. Celery's a waste.
No, I like a little. I'm not a celery fan. Like I don't want no celery with my buffalo wings. Right? Don't get that shit off my plate. You know what I mean? But little bit. I don't go heavy in the celery because I don't like it to hijack anything. But just enough a
little crunch here and there.
Stuffing or dressing. And what's your other can't not have?
Mac and cheese. Cheese. Gotta have the mac and cheese.
You probably stole two of my top 4 anyway. So I'll take my other 2, right? My 2, not saying because dressing and mac and cheese are definitely up there, if not the top 2. So I'll go to my other, my backup 2, or on the outside looking in, top 5 definitely. My wife's greens she made last night, this morning, and my sister's sweet potato casserole with the pecans and the whipped cream, and man, that stuff is like a dessert. Who needs sweet potato pie when you got that sweet potato casserole? And I believe she's downstairs making it right now as we speak. Our dinner is at 3:00 today. So yeah, kind of a late start, but that's kind of traditionally how we've always did. Like I wouldn't start getting ready to go to Thanksgiving till the Lions game was at a halftime. You know what I mean? Then we go, 3 p.m. and we be there till 9, 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, late Thanksgiving starts, but filled with family and fun and laughs and jokes, and thankful for one another, man. Like that's a thing. You don't as you get older, you realize that you don't have to have money to be rich. You're rich in tradition, rich in family, rich in spirit, and rich in God's blessings. So I'm thankful for all that. And yeah, that's me. You guys go ahead and wrap it up with what you want to say for this Thanksgiving before we all get out of here and go start to prepare for what we're gonna do? One of you?
Do you want to go first, Roy? Okay.
By all means, Steve, go.
Okay. Well, I'll just say I am thankful for you guys, for family and friends in general. I'm a person who I definitely get my energy from those who are around me. So I definitely need people like Tate and Rory to keep me going. Thankful for everybody watching us, joining us, trying to, help us build the show. And hopefully help us take this thing to a level. That'd be pretty cool. And then I'm also thankful for Thanksgiving in general. I like holidays. I like being off. I like getting some good food. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Well, I don't know if you saw the chat, Kev. Damien said, does England celebrate Thanksgiving? No, they do not. They do not. That's a U.S. thing. That's a U.S. thing altogether.
It's definitely a U.S. thing because of English, because of the red coats.
No, because of the Puritans. Come on, the Puritans coming over stealing stuff.
They were running from England. They were Englishmen who didn't agree with the religion, right? So they left to go start their own thing. Correct?
I mean, well, they had been other places
Correct.
prior. I'm going to say that those human beings, those takers, were from other sorts. They weren't just English, if that makes any sense. They were, Dutch kind of people too. Anyway,
okay.
But the point is, no, it's definitely a U.S. holiday. But Canada, which is very British, has Canadian Thanksgiving.
Very North American.
Yeah,
the British invaded them too.
That is correct.
They weren't very British before the Brits crossed the water. Talk about AI.
I'm just saying. But yeah, it's my mother. When we first got to the United States, it was like everyone was making turkey. My mother got this big old bird. She had no clue what to do with it, and so she stewed it.
Oh no!
She stewed that sucker. She stewed that turkey, man.
Was it good? It probably was good though.
I mean, the sauce with the gravy was good, but
the gravy, but the texture stuff.
But the turkey had been, like when you stew a turkey, it kind of drains, the fluid out of that sucker. So it was not the best turkey, if that makes any sense. And she figured it out. Said, okay, we roast this sucker, got it. But her first year was like, you give someone a big old 25-pound bird, and she's like, what do I do with this thing? So she just cut that sucker up and stewed it. And but yeah, that was my the first couple Thanksgivings. But I'm thankful for definitely, family, friends, family. Thankful for the history I've had in this country, for sure. All the different people, inviting me to celebrate Thanksgiving with them, from Maryland people, Ohio people. I mean, it's New Jersey people. It's been a fantastic, holiday. Just like Stephen said, one of my favorites for sure.
Well, what are you and Sahar doing down in the Lone Star today? What do you guys got planned?
They're making, I'm just making like a turkey breast, personalized. She's a vegan, unfortunately. She's vegan.
Okay. Oh no.
I know.
It's so tragic.
You're like, oh no. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to Afton. She tapped in. Thanks,
Afton.
She can have your mac and cheese. She can eat the mac and cheese. No, she can't. She said vegan. Oh my God.
So yeah, it's so I'm making my own, making a turkey breast, making some mac and cheese, making some mashed potatoes, and some stuffing.
You're making like you haven't done it yet?
Dude, the mac and cheese is set. It's ready to go.
You started the turkey though, right?
No, it's like I bought a turkey breast. I bought a turkey breast. So it's been pre-seasoned. I just have to throw it in the oven.
Okay.
So it's yeah. I'm not gonna do anything to it. It's already been brined and stuff. So I just have to throw it in the oven. So and that's
Afton. The
I know it's not the same Afton.
It's so bad, Afton. It's terrible. It doesn't melt. Like you put it in, you heat it up, and it stays exactly the same. Consistency is so.
A lot of the cheeses do melt down. You've been a little behind. They melt.
Right.
But they don't taste good.
Okay. They don't taste good. They don't. I don't know what it is. They can't do
like no cheese.
Jaime said one of his favorites is succotash. Jaime also said stewed turkey. No way.
Oh man.
Stewed turkey. No way.
It would come out weird. The meat would have a weird texture to it for sure.
Yeah. It's just there's no way.
It would probably taste good though. It just would be like
once again. It's my Jamaican mom, so it's like she knows how to make a nice seasoning.
As far as turkey goes, dark meat or white meat?
White meat.
Steve?
Dark meat, man.
Yeah, I've always was white meat, but I've gravitated over the past 5 or 6 years to more dark meat, just more juicy.
Yeah.
But I mean, the white meat is lean, and if you're getting it immediately, I can do the white meat. But if it sits, it dries out even more. I think dark meat reheats better.
I would give you that, but the new brining techniques are pretty amazing nowadays. That brining keeps that white meat juicy.
What is brining? What are you talking about?
It's when you equal parts sugar and salt and water. You kind of put and then you put oranges in there and different herbs and seasonings, and you just submerge that turkey in there for overnight. Yeah, and then and the meat just soaks, and it allows the meat to soak up all those juices. No diddy.
Tofu key. All right. How did that turn out, Jaime? Was it good?
After says
it was awesome.
Mashed rutabagas is a family tradition. All right.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever eaten a rutabaga before. I know that they exist.
A rutabaga and sweet potato biscuits.
Yeah, I gotta give me some of them sweet potato biscuits. That I was like, wait a minute. That's genius.
Yeah, no, it's actually a good idea. It's like sweet potato cornbread or something. Like,
yeah,
I can imagine it being very good.
I used to dream about those sweet potato biscuits, and my old college roommate, right before I moved to Texas, he, his dad and his wife met up with me in DC, and guess what his dad brought me?
Sweet potato biscuits. I'm gonna guess.
Man, I had 2 bags of that. I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. So he blessed me before I left to go to Texas with 2 bags of sweet potato biscuits, and I milked them suckers. I milked it. I like one by one, just like enjoyed each one. Had it in the freezer, take them out. And, man, it was heaven. It's heaven.
With that being said, everybody, we're gonna stop wasting your time, let you get to it, so we can get to it. Last comment from Afton. Yeah, you said rutabaga is like a turnip. Well, I'm not a big fan of turnips, but
it's all about the seasoning. You know what I'm saying? You boil them suckers, right? And then you add things to it, and it's like,
yeah, that's not how anything is prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Sweeter and less starchy than potatoes. They were excellent for poor people at the turn of the 20th century. Afton always has big, knowledgeable facts. Like, I mean, we might need to add her as a genius. You guys, I don't know if that you bring it like Afton, bring it in the live chat. But you guys are very smart. You know what I mean? Smarter than me, anyway. Except for practical stuff, right? I feel like when you're so smart, you have ideas that are just like, dude, I never thought of that. You know why? That's dumb.
That's how you get to new stuff, is you have somebody who's willing to be the greater fool and just kind of think outside the box.
You're right, Steven. See, that's genius right there. You know what I mean? I've always been of the belief you work smarter, not harder. I mean, which I think that's where the attempts come from, right? Is trying to make things easier. But sometimes to get there, you make things more difficult.
You have to take a couple steps backwards sometimes before you make progress. But
yeah. What's that? Reverse engineering?
Yeah.
But yeah, with all that being said, thanks everybody for tapping in. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Appreciate everybody that showed up today. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Fellas, give them a happy Thanksgiving and we out.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here